Thank you, Phil. That was wonderful. Next up on the program is Eddie Ellis, who will be reciting an original poem he wrote over the summer called Why I Love to Knock Heads. Eddie?
Why I Love to Knock Heads by Eddie Ellis. I love to knock heads. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I love to hear kids cry. The sound of their wailing, their moaning and crying. It makes me feel good. With that, there's no denying. My dad says it's okay, that I'm really cool. It just shows everyone who's running the school. But what I like most is not knocking heads, but giving out wages and saying, sorry. I'm sorry, Phil. I'm sorry for trying to take your favorite money and for putting peanut butter on the keys of your clarinet. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It came off with a rag and some mineral spirits. I forgive you.
And Hannah, that was me who put the lizard in your locker last year. I did because I guess he was angry that you said you wouldn't go with me to the school dance. I'm sorry.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, Eddie. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings.
I don't want to be a real jerk sometimes. Most of all, Benny, I'm sorry for spending the last few years giving you wedgies and calling you a buzzer-kissing snot-nosed Neanderthal. I've treated you terribly the last few years, and I'm sorry. I'm not such a bad person. It's just that I'm, well, kind of shy, and I'm always trying to make my dad think I'm tough like he is. He's always saying, nobody pushes Carter Ellis around. Well, I don't want to turn out like that. My dad didn't even come to hear me read my poem. He's out hunting. I'm not going to pick on you guys ever again. Promise. You guys forgive me?
Yeah.
Well, I think that was simply amazing. Our final contestant for this year's Student Talent Contest is Hannah Howell, who will be singing one of her favorite songs. Hannah?
Well, I've never sang in front of people before, so here goes. My country is a deep, sweet land of liberty, of the Irish, and where my fathers died and left the pilgrims bright from every mountainside, let freedom ring.
Well, wasn't that wonderful? Just beautiful. Hannah, I didn't know you had such a lovely voice. Beautiful. Now, the judges are making their decision to announce the winner of this year's Student Talent Contest. But while they're doing that, I would like to tell you a little bit about this year's mystery judge. This year's mystery judge started out as a teacher, but after 2 years in the classroom, she decided to pursue her dream of being a professional singer. She enrolled in the Juilliard School of Music, where she received her master's degree in vocal performance. After graduation, she joined the Metropolitan Opera. Her beautiful soprano voice was hailed as one of the greatest new talents in the music world. Then, one night after receiving a standing ovation in her performance in Romeo and Juliet, she was in the back of a taxi cab when tragedy struck. The taxi swerved into someone on a bicycle, and our mystery judge was thrown from the car. She broke her leg, fractured her collarbone, and broke her neck. That gave her an injury that nearly destroyed her larynx. Her doctor said that she would never sing again, but our mystery judge was determined. She entered into extensive therapy, and while recovering, she decided to go back to the profession she still loves, teaching. Students, faculty, let me introduce you to this year's new talent contest mystery judge, Miss Eileen Neela.
Thank you, Miss Phillips. I'm so glad to be teaching at Rainsville Middle School. Yes, it has been a very traumatic couple of years of my life, but I'm glad this tragic event has brought me back to my first love, being a teacher. It's been quite an adjustment, but...
Hey, wait a minute! You mean you're not an alien?
What in the world made you think that, Tim?
The strange noises! The gurgling sounds in the bathroom! Yeah!
That's just my exercises.
Your exercises?
Yes, one day when I'm fully recovered from my accident, I want to be able to sing again. I'm under the extensive care of a vocal therapist, so I have to be doing some very odd vocal exercises several times a day. Miss Phillips knows this in order for this therapy to work. I have to stick to a strict schedule, which means I have to run through my vocal exercises while here at school.
But the swishing in the bathroom.
Swishing?
The cheer squad was in there one day, and they said they heard you making this gurgling noise and a strange swishing.
wrapped in a cellophane so it won't leak off the inside of my purse.
What about that thing we saw you sticking down your throat? Benny says it's proboscis.
You mean my throat spray? Is this what you saw?
I guess it could be.
This is a special throat spray that I have to stick down the way back of my throat. It's very uncomfortable, but my doctor says in order for me to sing again, I have to stick it down my throat every day. You see, boys and girls, there's an explanation for everything. I'm just a math teacher. I'm sorry, I'm not an alien.
We went to your house and looked at you through the window.
What?
Yeah, Matt said Connor saw like a really weird light coming from your house, so Kim, Ricky, Hannah, and me went to your house and looked at you through the window. Well, it was Ricky who looked at you through the window. The rest of us were hiding in the bushes.
And what did you see?
Nothing at first, just you sitting there like you in some sort of trance.
But then we saw this really weird bright light.
And Ricky said you didn't even have a TV set.
Or Xbox or nothing. It was pulsing like it was alive or something.
Like it was a light coming from your cocoon. Like it was a light coming from your cocoon or pod or something.
So you saw my light, huh?
Yes, we did. Well, Ricky did. Didn't you, Ricky?
Yeah.
Part of my recovery requires a special full spectrum light that I have to sit under every night. It helps heal the scars on the inside of my throat. The scars from my throat called a street lamp. Really, that's all it was. My therapeutic lamp.
A lamp? I've never seen a lamp give off that kind of light.
Well, that's what it was, I promise. Would you like to come over to my house and see it? I'll let you through the front door this time. You don't have to sneak through the bushes.
No, that's okay.
I'm sorry, ma'am. It's all Kim's fault. She said you're weird. Me? It was Benny who said, and I quote, you were a spellcasting warlock from another star system.
What about that thing with Evil Eddie? Have any of you guys ever heard Evil Eddie almost apologize for anything? Ever?
The thing with Eddie?
Yeah. Phil said you caught Eddie trying to take his field trip money, and all you had to do was look at him. He was so scared. Right, Phil?
Yeah, he was trembling like a scared rabbit. It was creepy.
How do you explain that?
Just a gift I have. I just had to help Eddie look at him through my eyes. He then saw all the hurt he's caused other people and decided just to stop. On the inside, Eddie Ellis is a nice person. He's just a little shy.
Evil Eddie Ellis? Shy?
Yes, guys, think about what you're saying. You've caught me doing my vocal exercises, you see my throat spray, you've even snuck over to my house to see my therapy friend. What does all this prove?
That you're not very good at